Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tea with Mill Spouse Conversations. We have an amazing conversation today. We're going to talk about friends. What about those friends? Will they let you down? Oh, girl?
Look, I'm
Grace.
on topic today, and I didn't even know. Look at that. Perfect.
It's funny because I did not tell Grace what the topic was going to be today.
No.
We're going to talk about friendships.
Awesome.
Adult friendships. Are they harder to make or to keep? But we also have some hot topics we want to dive into as well today. But before we do that, Grace is going to go ahead and spill some tea about our amazing, fabulous sponsor. And hey, for you guys right now, go ahead and like and share this live, okay? Just let me know.
Invite your friends.
Take it away.
Yes, we want to thank our sponsor, USAA, for bringing us another week of the tea here at Mill Spouse Conversations. I want you guys to scan that QR code right there on the screen so you can go to their resource hub for military spouses. Even if you're not a military spouse, go check it out anyways. You'll probably learn something new there. They have great resources that'll help you in all aspects of life, and specifically military life. So thank you, USAA, for bringing us another week of the tea. Ooh, I'm by myself. Does that mean I do my segment? I was like, that's not on schedule.
Sorry, Grace. I just had to mess with you.
Always messing with me.
Look, I look forward to the tea because I'm like, I get to mess with Grace.
She likes to see me scramble, you guys.
Yeah, it's all out of love. It's all out of love. But Grace, before we get into our main conversation today, let's talk about some hot topics. Now, I have 3 for you.
All right.
You don't have to answer all 3, but
okay.
Have you heard about the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce engagement?
Yes, I heard about it. Not on social media, actually, from a friend before I heard social media. So that was different.
What?
Yes.
Did you see the ring?
No.
No?
I had no interest in going any further than knowing it happened. To be honest.
I understand. I only saw it because I was watching the news this morning. And actually, I admit I didn't even see the ring. I just heard them talking about the ring. But as they were talking about it, I did look down at my ring. I was like, well, like, it's okay. I still love my engagement ring that my hubby got me 25 years ago. And I'm like, and I'm keeping it. I remember when he first proposed, I'm like, we're going to upgrade at 5 years. No, 23 years later, I love my ring. I want to keep my diamond. What are your thoughts on the engagement rings?
Well, I did upgrade mine after 10 years. That's this one now.
Hey.
But when I did get mine, I had just graduated college, and it was like super beyond budgeted, and I didn't mind. I loved it, and I still have it. Like, I kept it. I didn't ask for a new one, but it was just a representation of like our growth together and what we've built together and everything. So I don't think you need a big one, but if you want a big one and you can afford one, go for it.
Yeah, understood. Okay, another hot topic in the news. I'm just going to go ahead and read off the next 3, and I'll let you choose which one you want to tackle first, because I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Okay.
And the same for our viewers. Let us know your thoughts on them. The whole Cracker Barrel rebrand / rebrand.
Yeah.
The National Guard in D.C. And I just saw this today. Another school shooting that happened in Minneapolis.
Oh, wow.
This morning.
Was it a grade school?
It was at a Catholic school.
Wow. That's very sad. I mean, any school is sad, but it's very sad. I hadn't heard about that yet.
Yeah,
it's sad that we're still going through those things over and over and
and
over
over
again.
and over again.
Yes.
Yes. And I think with the school shootings, it's becoming, I hate to say, so normal that we as a society, we've become numb to it.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah. I remember like, I mean, it's always been around, but there was a year that it was just so many back to back to back. And it's like all you heard, all anybody was talking about. And like now, there's a few days after it happens and, people are praying for the families or, giving their condolences. How can we help? And then it's silent after that, So yeah, I agree. I think we have become numb to it.
Yes, but it's really scary.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually a conversation that me and my youngest daughter had because her
Mm-hmm.
new school, the new school system that we're in, because y'all know, well,
Mm-hmm.
we moved her senior year of high school. We just moved from Bahrain back to the U.S. But they have a rule that cell phones are not allowed at all during the
Mm-hmm.
school day, except at lunch. But one of the questions that she had, she's like, what happens if there is an active shooter?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
most of
they
the
don't
time
have a
it's
way
a
to contact.
kid who makes the phone call
Right.
to 911.
Yeah.
And this morning, when I saw this, it made me think about that. I was like, oh, I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
thought about it when we first heard about this new law,
Mm-hmm.
or rule or policy.
Mm-hmm.
But today it really made me think about it.
Mm, yeah, for sure. And I think when you have kids, it's a whole nother feeling. And when you have kids in school, or in different programs, you have to drop them off and everything. You always have that worry in the back of your head. And it's not something that I, as a parent, ever really expected to have, and it's a sad thing. And that goes to any gathering place that we go to, including like church on Sundays, that's always in the back of my mind. Like, what if?
Yeah, I mean, because we have heard of shootings
Mm-hmm.
happening at churches,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
a sacred place where you think you're safe.
Right.
I mean, when I go to church, now, but a
Right.
few years ago, I went to church. I didn't think about
Mm-hmm.
anyone walking in
Yeah.
with a
That
gun.
wasn't on top of mine. Mm-mm.
No, I was like, I'm safe. I'm
Right.
safe in the Lord's house.
Mm-hmm.
But do you have any thoughts on the Cracker Barrel or the
Yeah, I
next?
was gonna say let's dig into the next one. I want to dig into Cracker Barrel because it is the one that I had been seeing all over social media. I will say I've like stepped back from social media over the last 2 weeks. I've just been super busy and catching up on life. But that has been on my feed anytime I open up social media. And it's interesting to me because there's so many folds to this, I feel like. There's the race fold, there's just the fact that it's a logo change, there's the food and amount of money they charge card. There's so many aspects to this thing. And I've been enjoying seeing everybody's perspective. I don't even know where I fall because there's so many things going on with it. Let me just say, I'm not a big fan of the food there, but I love the store. So, do I really care what the logo looks like? No. Do I understand all the different perspectives that people are having? Yes. Do we need to really dive deep and make it as big as it is? I think there's bigger fish to fry.
True. Now, I will say the one thing that did bother me a little bit was the woke part.
Yeah.
Like when people kept saying, "Oh, Cracker Barrel is going woke." I'm like, "Okay, I really want someone to explain to me why being woke is such a horrible thing."
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like they've taken the term woke and made it into something negative.
Yes,
Right?
I agree.
When I hear the term woke, I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
you know what? This is just opening the world's eyes
Mhm.
to other people, regardless if you agree with their lifestyle,
Mhm.
if you want to accept them into your home, whatever.
Right.
It's just saying, hey, we are here.
Mhm.
We want the same rights and respect as everyone else. And that
Mhm.
goes with, I'm just going to say it, that goes with race, that goes with sexuality, that goes with who you love. At the end of the day, my duty is to love everyone. You do you, boo boo. That's what I say. And when it comes to race, I mean, look at me. I want people to understand and hear what I have to say about my life. I don't want to say struggles, but I had, my life experiences. And I've told y'all before, I am from a little town in East Tennessee. Little small town. And there have been times, and I've shared this with a friend before, a friend that I've met 3 times in real life, but talk to every day. That's a whole nother story of how we met. But I talk to her every day. I remember applying for a job, and I was told, no, we're not hiring. Another friend of mine who a little lighter than me went in. Oh, yes, we're hiring.
Wow.
And this was a location that was known to have some prejudices. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
But when I've shared that story, and even as an adult, I've experienced things as an adult, and people are like, oh no, Sybil, that's not true. Times have changed. I have walked into many of rooms and then looked at a little, but that's a whole nother topic. But the Cracker Barrel thing, I went to Cracker Barrel last week. I don't live near Cracker Barrel, but when I heard the announcement about the logo change, I had to go and eat. Let me just go see, in case this is the last time I get to see Uncle Herschel sitting on the rocking chair.
Yeah, I think it inspired a lot of conversation. And I don't think the issue is everybody's perspective. I think the issue is that we don't accept everybody's perspective. Like, you don't have to agree to it, but everybody has the right to put it out there, And it goes specifically to social media. If someone comments their perspective, there's absolutely no reason for you to argue it. Like, just, okay, you read it, move on. These threads have thousands and thousands of comments, and 80% of them are arguments. And I'm like, I don't think anybody was inviting you to argue. They were just wanting to get their perspective out there, and I think that's the world change we need to see, is to accept everybody as they are, give your perspective, but you don't need to argue your perspective. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Open up your ears. Listen.
We got 2 of them to listen. One of these.
Right. It's like when you tell your kids, listen.
Yep.
And hush. And you can rebuttal.
Sure.
But listen first, because people aren't listening. They're just ready to respond.
Exactly.
Okay. So, Grace, are you ready to get into our main topic, or do you want to do your segment first?
Let's do my segment.
Okay. All right. Well, hold on, people. Let me switch over to Grace's segment. Give me a second.
Okay, friends. Today, for There Ain't No Way, we're talking about pens. I don't know if y'all are pen snobs. I'm a pen snob, and I probably have 100+ of them in my house, and I shouldn't, because I only use a select few. But these are my go-to pens. This one kind of just got thrown in there because it was here, so I'm gonna knock that one out. But we have dual-sided markers, which are fantastic, and then we have another dual-sided pen that has a fine tip and a medium tip. This is great. But let me tell you about my favorite pen. Okay, this is Black Multi-Liner by Mr. Pen. You guys, this brand is phenomenal, and it's my favorite thing. And if you have to-do lists that you need to write, get your favorite pen. If you have Bible studies to study, get your favorite pen. If you have anything that needs to be ink on paper, find you a good pen, because when you have crappy pens, you're not going to use it, and you're not going to be productive. Get yourselves good pens, and I recommend the Mr. Pen brand. And look how fine that is. Can you even see it? I don't know if you can see it. It is so tiny, so thin, and it writes so well. So, There Ain't No Way is to get you some Mr. Pens. They're the best pens out there. That's it.
All right, so I took notes. You said Mr. Pen.
Mr. Pen, yes, the black multi-liner.
Okay.
This is the best pen by them, but they have highlighters, markers, pens, all kinds of great things. And I think they're really important to have.
Because I will admit, Grace, I am that person who loses their pen.
Yes. They
But I
come in
do
like
have a
6
Millspouse
packs.
Conversations pen.
Oh, there you go. You can't lose that one.
I don't lose it. I just broke the little clip.
Oh, I play with those all the time. They need to make like magnetic ones, because I'm always messing with it. Yes, that's a thing.
Yes, it's like, ah. All right, so for our main topic, adult friendships.
Mm-hmm.
And folks, we want y'all to comment in the comments. Don't worry. If we don't respond to your comment live, we will go back and leave you a comment. Okay. Or we might touch on it on another episode. Okay.
Yes.
Just saying. But adult friendships, do you think they're harder to make or harder to keep? And why?
Both. I don't know. I don't really know if it's harder to make them. I mean, if you can't make them, can't keep them. I'm really trying to like play this out in my head. I think it is definitely hard to make friends as an adult. As far as being a kid, like you could be on a playground and be like, "Hey, you want to play?" I don't think you're gonna walk up to an adult and be like, "Hey, you want to play?" They might call the cops on you.
Wait a minute. Grace.
Yes. Oh no, is there a story time for this?
So
Mm-hmm.
there was a lady that we were in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this lady at church.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, ooh, I want her to be my friend. And my husband was like, do not walk up to this lady and say that. That is going to be so weird.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I waited for the following week and I
Mhm.
did approach her and I said, hi. I didn't ask her to play, but I did. Hey, I saw you last week and I told my husband I wanted you to be my friend. So you want to be friends? Let's go get something to eat.
Yeah. Okay. That's not bad. Not bad. I mean, you didn't ask her to play, so that's good. No, but sometimes we do need to be bold in those ways. And like, if you want to be friends with someone, how else are you going to approach them? You know what I mean? You got to just approach them.
Hey.
If they say no, they say no. You're back in the same situation you were in the first place, So I do think it is a little bit harder because we have a different mindset. When we're young, we're innocent and we're willing and wanting to invite people into our lives and to share our lives with others. As an adult, we're a little bit more closed off. We're a little bit more worried maybe about what that person's going to think or what are they going to say. I know a lot of people have anxiety with just speaking to other people outside of their immediate bubble, So I think making friends could be hard.
Yeah, I agree. And I also think that when you have the younger kids,
Mm-hmm.
you have a built-in connector.
Yes, for sure.
You're at the bus stop, you're at events, you're going to talk
Mm-hmm.
to the mom sitting next to you or
Right.
standing next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And also you both I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. I said no more fear, just
Yes.
fear and
Yes.
saying
That's
what's
right.
on my mind.
That's right.
You're both sitting at your child's event wondering why the heck you were there.
That's right.
So you're like, you know what? I have to pass the time. I've signed up
Mhm.
for this 12-week,
Mhm.
whatever band event, cheerleading event, sport event, art event, whatever it is. So you're like,
Mhm.
I just need someone to talk to. So
Right.
it's easier to just strike up a conversation.
True.
Whereas when they're older, teenagers or young adults,
Mhm.
it is a little weird to walk up and say hi, because guess what? I'll admit it. I don't want to be bothered. Why are you talking to me? As
Yeah.
much as I talk, I'm like, why are you talking to me right now?
Yep.
Oh, I've got to add this comment. And we have to address this comment real quick. That is exactly how I met Angela. Yes. Like it was a little, I'm like, what? Girl, what? But we hit it off. We met in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because her and my husband are from the same town.
Yep,
Didn't know
I
it
understand that.
until her husband said something like, "Oh, the new sub boat is from your hometown." And
Wow,
then we met. It's like, hey, cool.
that's awesome.
All right. Then here is another comment from our Buy Me a Coffee supporter. So we got to put that up there. So what you think? What you think on this, Grace?
Just stop friends that I have had forever and I've had aggressive roles. Always stay in touch, always there for each other, no matter what. Yes, and I mean that goes to keeping relationships. It honestly comes down to how much effort you put into it and what type of relationship it is, or what type of friendship it is. Because friendships are very different. Like we have friends that we go to birthday parties for each other's kids, and that's like the extent of it as far as gatherings. There's other friends that were like, hey, let's go do this and this and this together because we don't want to be by ourselves, or there's friends who you can call up when you need help or when you want to talk to someone, or you want to vent or you need prayer, whatever it is. There's different friends for different things, and that all depends on how much effort you're putting in for that specific type of friendship. Because listen, I have friends that I've been friends with 14, 15 plus years. And do we talk every day? No. But when we do talk, it's just like we talked yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before that. But that's because over the years, we've still put effort and we know what type of friendship that is. We're not. I find a lot of people online that I've seen is like, oh, I need a friend who I can text every day and I can do this and this and this. Not every friendship is going to be like that. So if you find a friendship and that's the mindset you have and they're on the other side, you're not on the same page, it's not going to work out. And so you have to, it's just like dating, right? You have to have the same mindset. You have to be on the same page with things, the same boundaries, the same goals, we all have differences, of course, but most of those things have to align if you want that friendship to last.
Yes. And I also think that we often use the term friend too loosely.
Absolutely.
Everyone you meet, as you said, is not your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And like, Grace, you know this. Can I go ahead and say it?
Say it.
Because when you mentioned about having the friends, like
Yes.
talking every day, blah, blah, I do have a friend. I have two friends actually that I talk to daily via Voxer. We leave a message. You get to the message when you get to the message. Sometimes it's right away. Sometimes it's 2 minutes later. Sometimes it's 5 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
But that friendship works for us. My best friend, I've known her since elementary school. We do not talk every day. We may go months without talking to one another, but when we do talk, it's for like 5 hours.
Right.
We're
right.
playing that catch up.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have friends, my 3 categories of friendships. I have my good girlfriends. They're very far and few. They know very intimate information about me. I can talk to them about anything. If I need to cry, if I need to cuss, whatever. They are going to be there. They're my ride or die friends. Then I have my acquaintances. I have more acquaintances. We talk. They know me. They don't know even my good girlfriends, they don't know everything. Because there's some things, I'm just saying, there's some things that you don't need to share with me. Okay? Like,
Yeah.
And then I have my hoes. Now, y'all going to cringe when I say that. But this is how my mind works. I had to give myself categories that worked with my mind. The same as our event fear, right? Let me say that. Because people are like, why is it called fear? Well, fear, face everything and rise. And I had to start tackling fear instead of looking at it as just being afraid of things. I had to say, okay, how can I flip this around? And I did not create the acronym. Okay, it was already there. I didn't know the acronym existed when I came up with it, but it does. So I'm not taking ownership of creativity there. But I'm like, okay, my mind works a little different. Take the negative and flip it into a positive. So,
Right.
and for that fear event, I'm gonna go ahead and make Grace give the plug real quick.
Oh no, I wasn't ready. I'm not in the
And I'm gonna get back to my third category of friendships.
Okay, so October 23rd, we were having I forgot the word for it. Oh my gosh, I just went blank. October 23rd, our in-person event. We want to see you there. You can buy your tickets at millspouseconversations.com and join us. We're going to be doing Fear, like Sybil said, Face Everything and Rise. Sybil and I will each be talking about 2 different things that are close to us in our experience. And we're going to share that with you guys, and you guys interact with us over those topics. So please go buy your tickets. October 23rd in the DC area. Please, 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 please. We want to see you.
Yes, come out and hang out with us. And you get to share your fear with us too, right? It's not just, as Grace said, we're going to share, but y'all get to share too. We're going to talk with you, not just at you.
That's
Good
right.
gracious. I mean, I can talk, but sometimes I need to just be quiet too.
Y'all need to just go like this to Sybil.
When you're ready for me to be quiet, just do what my grandmother used to do. My granny used to do this to me. Now that I'm older, I realize what she was doing. I'd be talking to her and I would look over and she would be, I'm standing up so I can't do it fully. She'd be sitting on the couch, her legs crossed, arms folded. Hold on, let me.
That is funny.
And I was like, Granny. She's like, oh, I'm not asleep. I'm just resting my eyes. But she was always resting her eyes when I was talking.
Oh man. You went over the time limit, Sybil.
I won't talk much at the event. I will have my watch set for a timer. Shut up, Sybil.
We're gonna hit the buzzer. Time's up.
But the third type of friend, I call them my hoes, because how do I say it where it doesn't sound too horrible? You know, there's people that you meet and you're like, you know, I don't want to, if you're an oversharer, you don't want to share everything with your friends. But my hoes, they don't know my kids. They've never been to my house. You ain't coming to my house. Why you ain't come to my house? You like to eat, I like to eat. You like to shop, I like to shop. They're people to do things with. And it's okay. And everyone starts out as a hoe. And then I decide, or we share, it's a mutual agreement on if you now move to the next category. And it's not that for me, when I talk about having hoes, it's not anything negative. It's just my way, because Grace, I will admit, I've had my feelings hurt before years ago, thinking that I had a friendship with someone only to find out they couldn't be trusted.
Right.
And I think, and this is going to be specifically it's for everyone, but I'm going to say it to military spouses specifically, because we're moving every couple of years. And I see it within groups all the time. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the real military spouse.
All right, let's do it.
That you move to a new duty station. You're looking for friends. I need a friend. I need a friend. I need a friend. I need a friend. Okay, you do. But slow down. Slow down. You tell this person all of your business. Now you mad because your business is all over the Facebook page. The neighbors know. It's all this drama that, hey, maybe if you would have just held back a little bit. Now, I've never had anyone tell my business like that, or that I'm aware of anyway. But, but you know, I've in my younger years had my feelings hurt, thinking that, oh, a friendship that I've cherished was not cherished as much as I was cherishing the friendship. And then you're like, dang, why wasn't I invited to that party? I mean, it wasn't that serious for me. Like, I don't care. You can have 50 parties. Don't invite me. Okay, I'm cool with that. But in this space, I just see it happen a lot. And I think it happens with the younger spouses and the older spouses. Which when I see it happening with the seasoned spouses, I'm like, girlfriend, you too old. You should know better by now.
Yeah, I think it falls into, like you said, like the rush of it, right? Like we get to a new place and it's like checking off the boxes. Like, okay, I got a house, I have a school for my kids, or I'm getting a new job, or this, and this, and like friendship falls on that. And I think it's that search of support. Um, but if you're in a rush, you will fall into places where you don't belong, to be honest. You got to scout those things out and rely on like yourself, rely on God if you're a believer, and your family, that your immediate family, your spouse, your kid, whoever you have, right there, and then reach out to the public, because at the end of the day, they don't owe you anything. And so you don't know what that's going to turn out to be. Finding friends is great, but do it carefully.
Carefully.
Is carefully and intentional, like be intentional with your actions, because not only may they not respond, but what if you don't vibe with them? You know what I mean? But you push the friendship, and then now you're like, how are they going to feel? So I think it's a two-way street, right? Like if you're making all these connections, trying to make all these friends, and then you stick with one and you drop 5, well, that's 5 people, that you entered their lives and then walked out of. So, and it's okay to do that, but just at a certain pace.
Yes. You go to the FRG meeting, you might talk to 10 people. Great. Mm-hmm. But just look at it as I talked to 10 different people.
Right.
You see them again. You might make plans with them to go have coffee, but slow it down.
Yeah.
Take your time. Thing you know, you're planning a family vacation. Now you mad because you jumped into this friendship with this trip that's already paid for, that you now got to go on this trip with this person that you're like, I can't stand you.
Yeah, don't force a friendship that's not there. Like, it's all good to not be friends too.
Right. It's okay. It is okay. It's like what we tell our kids. I teach my kids, like, everyone does not have to be your friend. You don't have to be everybody's friend. You'll be all right. Find your people. They out there.
Yes.
And keeping friends, it does take work from both people.
For sure.
For both people. But we'll talk more about friendships on another episode, because I have a lot to say about friendship.
Yeah.
Because we could go on for days about that. But I'm going to go ahead and do my segment, and then we're going to tell you goodbye. Okay? Yes. So my segment, I'm going to kick Grace off. It is Stroke Talks. All right, folks. So important information. I got this information from the American Stroke Association. It's not anything that I made up, but there are risk factors of stroke that are under your control. Just going to list them out, and then you will be able to find more information on our website later, as I will write a blog post about it. But those are high blood pressure, smoking, diabetes, your diet, your physical inactivity, get up, do something, walk, obesity, high cholesterol, AFib, sleep apnea. It's important to know because you do hear a lot of military personnel, or I will say within the Navy anyway, I hear it from a lot of Navy sailors that they are diagnosed with sleep apnea toward the end of their career. Sickle cell anemia, carotid artery disease, peripheral artery disease, or PAD, and other heart diseases. These are factors that you can control. All right. So, Grace, take us out.
Well, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, was there something you had to say? I saw a finger.
Huh?
Nothing. I thought you were going to say something. Anyways, you see that QR code up there? Do you see it? Am I pointing the right direction? I don't know. These screens get me so confused. Which way it is, scan that QR code, buy us a coffee. $1, $2, $10, $100. We love it all. So send it to us. And thank you for tuning in. Remember to like and share, invite all your friends. And if you don't have any friends, share it anyway, because you might get one doing that. We love you. We'll see you in DC, and we are out. Bye, guys.
Bye. We'll be your friends. Just come hang out with us. We'll be